Good evening and welcome to the first concert of the middle school concert season. As you can see, for the past few years we've had a good time seeing what this concert brings, and parents, thanks for your help on getting them all dressed up and decorated. I'm sure you didn't have to twist a lot of their arms. For the record, I am a troll doll. Maybe some of you all remember a troll doll better than those people. They say I'm an Oompa Loompa, so I guess it's a generational thing. I don't know, but I do know what a troll doll is. One thing about this concert in particular is we've been talking to the kids, and most middle school band programs generally don't do a concert this early. They work on holiday music for a really long time. And for the sanity of everybody, we decided a long time ago we need to have a fall concert because it's fun to do this, and we just think the kids grow a lot faster. And for the record, if you never knew, we divide the 7th grade band up into 2 different class periods. Because we feel that one more year of specialized instruction really helps them grow, and by the end of their 7th grade year, it's pretty phenomenal what happens, and you're going to see that with this year's 8th grade band. But just concert after concert, it's really cool. We actually are able to get a little bit more specialized this year. The way we break things down, we divide up into a woodwind class, and then within the woodwind class, we're able to separate the flutes from the reeds. And then in brass percussion hour, we're able to separate the brass from the percussion. And percussion, could you give a little wave? Last time you saw this band, we had no percussionists, so they went through a rigorous audition process, and this is who we have with us, and they're working very hard, trying to stay on level with the other players, in addition to learning snare drum technique, keyboard technique, and everything in between. So we're very proud of the work that they've covered in just about 2 months, along with the entire band. So I know you're going to see just a remarkable difference, again, than the last time you heard them play just about 5 months ago. And they've had a summer off. But of course, in Mr. Dan Kieran's world, everyone practices their instrument every day over the summer. So I'll stop talking, and before I introduce the first piece, it is a piece called The Pit and the Pendulum. And if you're an Edgar Allan Poe buff, or you might recognize it, but in case you're not, or just didn't cover this story, here's just a little synopsis of some Edgar Allan Poe. It says, The Pit and the Pendulum is based upon the short story horror classic of the same name by Edgar Allan Poe. Poe's tale, written in 1842, tells the story of a prisoner sentenced to death by the Spanish Inquisition for a crime that is not explained in the narrative. He finds himself in a darkened cell, tied by ropes to a wooden board. To his horror, he sees attached to a ceiling a huge swinging pendulum with a sharp blade that is gradually lowering towards him. The quick-thinking prisoner rubs food on the ropes, enticing rats to chew through them and free the man. The prisoner is next faced with the red-hot walls of the cell moving inward, pushing him towards the brink of the pit. At the last minute, however, an arm grabs him, saving him from plunging into the pit and certain death. So please welcome Mr. Wagner to the podium and the 7th grade band. All right, again, that was Mr. Wagner in front of the 7th grade band. He works with the brass players you see here on stage. Does a great job. He's assisted by Mr. Walden. You'll also notice, in addition to percussion, a few more instruments. Mr. Pittman, could you wave at the audience, maybe show off your tuba for a moment? There you go, and a smaller version of, yeah, Jacob Pittman, our tuba player. And then a smaller version of our tuba is called a baritone. Let's see baritones. And on the end, we have a couple of lovely ladies on the French horn. So again, Mr. Wagner does a great job with the brass, and Mr. Walden also does a great job getting these kids started on what we call the color instruments, because they add different sounds and colors to the band. In case I forgot to introduce myself, I'm Mr. Van Kuren. I'm one of the woodwind instructors, and with the 7th graders, I spend most of my time with the reeds, and I also spend my time with our percussionists. And also helping us quite a bit with our percussionists, we have Beetlejuice, also known as Mr. Martin. We're very happy to have him with us, helping in all areas of percussion. And then we also have Mrs. South, so that when we do the woodwind split, the melodious sounds you hear on the front row from the flutes is due to the hard work of Mrs. South. So we're all kind of everywhere, but we like this team situation, and again, just the work the kids have been doing just in these 2 short months has been pretty incredible. Another announcement. First of all, thank you to those who participated in the skate-a-thon this past Saturday. We had a really good time. It was a nice blast from the past for those of us who went to the skating rink in the 80s. It was a good time. We even played the dice game, if you remember what that is. We didn't have the big fuzzy dice. If anybody has one of those, let me know, because I'd love to do that again. But thank you to those who participated. We're going to need the money after fall break. Remember, that starts on Tuesday. And also, if you didn't actually go skating in the skate-a-thon, but you did get some donations, make sure you turn all that stuff in, because hopefully your students told you that there are prizes involved. And we know they like the prizes. So again, when we get back from fall break, please turn in your donations, whether you participated in the actual skating or not. Also, this coming here in a few weeks, the first Saturday of November, which is the 5th, hopefully parents who have a child auditioning for the All-District Honor Band, you've heard about that. We did send home permission slips, so hopefully there wasn't a forgery there or something. But if you're not sure, you might talk to one of us afterward. But it's a great opportunity for the 7th graders. Kind of scary, I understand, but this is the only opportunity they're going to have to participate in an all-district band where everybody is their same age. It's a 7th grade honor band, and then as the 8th graders, they're having to step up to the plate, and they're auditioning in a band with 8th and 9th graders. And then once you get to your sophomore year, you're auditioning with 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So this is a great opportunity to get their feet wet in an audition process, because it's an equal playing field. People in our district include schools such as, Coweta, Fort Gibson, Wagoner, Tahlequah, Sallisaw, Shakota, Poto. All those schools participate in what's called the Eastern District. So 7th graders from all of those schools will come together. And again, it's just a great opportunity to experience the audition process. And if nothing else, at the end of the day, after practicing the music and preparing it, they're a better musician. And bottom line, that's what we're trying to accomplish. So we'll have more specific information on our website and on an actual piece of paper soon, but do remember that it is the first Saturday of November. We generally have a call time of about 6 in the morning. Yes, 6 in the morning, getting you ready for high school marching band. About 6 in the morning, we'll leave from the middle school. We do provide transportation through buses, but if you would like to arrange to take your child, that's fine. Please notify us. I understand, soccer games, football games, family birthday parties happen, so we will get there. The auditions will be early in the morning. They generally end anywhere from about 1 to 2 o'clock. It just depends on how many people audition and how long they take and how long the judges need to go to the bathroom and all that good stuff. So if you're in a time crunch, let us know, and we'll help get you directions to Fort Gibson High School where the auditions are. But again, we're super proud of all of the students auditioning. Raise your hand if you're, or go ahead and stand up. Yes. All right, have a seat. So we're very proud of them. It's a lot of extra work and dedication to go through that. So we wish them the best of luck in a few weeks. Our second and unfortunately final piece is called Ghosts in the Graveyard. I hope you enjoy it.
right, let's give the kids one more big hand. It's really important that we recognize the efforts of the kids. because especially at this age, it's like 99% work in rehearsal and then a few concerts. And I want to make sure that from my point of view, the other directors, we really appreciate the hard work. No one works harder than these band kids. They got to haul their instruments to and from school. A lot of times they have so many other things they're involved with. Contrary to popular belief sometimes, the band directors, we love active kids. They're the best kids. They're involved. They're doing things. They've organized their time. So we like them busy. And I'm sure you do too. Because busy kids are tired at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's the fact that they played a great concert is really important. But be sure and tell them that you appreciate the work they do. We directors really appreciate you supporting your kids' interest in music. You know, a lot of times there's so many other things that maybe more popular to do or take less time or have less effort. But the fact that you're letting these kids explore music and you're supporting it, and you can just tell how the kids respond to that. So the directors, we'd like to thank you parents for all that you're doing for these kids. Kids, clap for your parents now. The other thing is, I told the 7th graders there's 2 types of a performance. There's the, you go to the car after you're done, good job performance. And then there's the, hey, let's go out and get some dessert before we go home performance. So, I believe this is a, let's go out and get a treat performance. So, thank you very much.